Desk Research and Knowledge Analysis, prepared by Anna Vukicevic. Secondary data analysis can be defined as second-hand analysis. It is the analysis of data or information that was either gathered by someone else, for example, researchers, institutions, other NGOs, or for some other purpose than the one currently being considered, or often a combination of the two. Secondary data are also helpful in designing subsequent primary research and, as well, can provide a baseline with which to compare your primary data collection results. Therefore, it is always wise to begin any research activity with a review of secondary data. Before conducting secondary research, the most important thing is to define the research statement and design. Statement of purpose. Having a well-defined purpose, a vivid understanding of why you are collecting the data and what data you want to collect, analyze, and better understand and elaborate on, will keep you focused and prevent you from becoming overwhelmed with the volume of the data. Research design represents a step-by-step plan that guides data analysis and collection. It serves as an outline of what you want the final report to look like and a list of data you need to collect, as well as a preliminary list of data sources. Now we look at the advantages and disadvantages of secondary research. Secondary research, or desk study, reviews available information before the in-depth study takes place, including available public documents and historical data. The information and the secondary research findings should be adequately cited in the report. Secondary research can save time and resources pointed toward primary data collection in the field. So one of the advantages is speed. Secondary research can often be carried out quickly by assessing statistical information that has already been published online. Regarding the cost, most information can be obtained by persons with a limited research background or technical expertise. One of the secondary research values is that the information can inform or add value to other research methods, such as focus groups. Disadvantages are that the data obtained through this method will only provide an indirect measure of concerns that may exist in the community and cannot be customized to community's unique needs. Another disadvantage is compatibility. Communities must exercise great caution when assessing information from multiple data sources to ensure that they measure the same things. Finally, the availability of current data is concerned with how up-to-date available data can be a factor. The variables you're looking at are changing rapidly. For example, if there have been recent dramatic changes in a geographic area you are targeting, census data collected several years ago may not be reliable. There are 4 general steps in secondary research. Identify the source of information, gathering existing data, data reliability, and analyzing data. So the first step is to identify the source of information. This usually includes gathering data from official statistics. Official statistics are often present statistics collected by government and various agencies, departments, and bureaus. These statistics can be helpful to researchers since they are an easily accessible and comprehensive source of information that usually covers long periods. However, official statistics are often characterized by unreliability, data gaps, over-aggregation, inaccuracies, mutual inconsistencies, and lack of timely reporting. Therefore, it is essential to analyze official statistics for accuracy and validity critically. Reference books specify facts or summary of a topic which are included in reference books. Manuals, encyclopedias, handbooks, dictionaries are considered reference books. Technical reports. Technical reports are written to lay out research results for governments, research institutions, colleges, and any interested researcher. Sometimes the report may include complete research or ongoing research projects. Scholarly journals contain reports of original research written by experts in a specific field. Articles in scholarly journals usually undergo a peer review, where other experts in the same field review the article's content for accuracy, originality, and relevance. The quality of a primary data set is determined by examining the breadth, depth, completeness, and accuracy of pre-existing data. The original data must allow the researcher to conduct secondary analysis to understand examined processes, relationships, and subjective meanings. The breadth and depth of the primary data refer to the richness of data content, whereas completeness of the data set includes the technical condition of the data set and its accuracy. Specifically, having a complete data set means there should be no missing or damaged documents. Dataset quality is also addressed by examining data accuracy. For example, accurate transcription of interview or focus group data should have minimal typographical errors, incomplete sentences, and missing words. Let us look at basic guidelines for gathering secondary data. Sources and strategies, follow leads, and look near leads. 3 strikes and you're out. Regarding the sources as strategies, these are some points to think about. Discuss your research with the reference librarian at your local library, preferably a college or university library. They will probably know if there are some excellent resources and will help you locate what you're looking for. Also, ask colleagues and trusted associates whether they know of any resources. Brainstorm. What are the 5 most obvious information sources you have not thought of? Government, agency databases, country population and economic censuses. Published data repositories, local library statistical abstract. Published articles in trade journals, academic research reports, media articles and stories. Trade or industry associations, for example, Encyclopedia of Associations. Industry experts, academic researchers, and associations. Regarding the follow leads and look near leads, if you are in the library, check 5 books to the left and right of the one you have found. If you are in a data set, look around for other information that might be useful. If you are researching online for articles, use many keywords variations. Check footnotes, references, links to other possible sources. Keep a research notebook to record the place you have already looked for information and the leads you have left to follow. Moreover, the last one, 3 strikes and you're out. If you have spent 15 minutes looking for something online and you cannot find it, it does not exist. Your most productive time in the library is likely to be the first hours there. If you begin to feel that you're getting nowhere, stop. Return with a specific idea of the information you're looking for and 3 places to look for it. Think about the National Enquirer rule. If you think the information is bogus, it is bogus. Data reliability is a concept for every researcher, especially in business, management, social sciences, and basic sciences. It could be a way of maximizing the inherent reparability or consistency of collated data. For maintaining reliability internally, a researcher will use as many repeat sample groups as possible to reduce the chance of an abnormal sample group skewing the results. For example, if 3 replicate samples of each analysis and one generates entirely different results from the other, then there may be something wrong with the data collated. The concept of data reliability is summarized as the consistency, ability, and repeatability of results. That is to say, the result of a researcher is considered reliable if consistent results have situations but different circumstances. In this context, reliability means that data are complete and accurate, meet the intended purpose, and are not subject to inappropriate alteration. Now, we will discuss errors and issues in secondary data, beginning with errors that can invalidate data. Sometimes, the organization gathering data may manipulate data to meet a purpose unknown to others, or the collecting agency may want to show that the organization goal is met, leading to manipulation. About inappropriateness, confusion, or carelessness. Sometimes organizations might collect, organize, and distribute data without correctly specifying the particulars of the collection process or assembly procedures, or the organization may not care about data quality or validity, or the organization staff may not know to collect data. Changing circumstance is concerned with changes affecting data series, which are not readily apparent in that data series. That is to say, change in geographical boundaries, change in the underlying unit of measurement. About inappropriate transformations. Original data in secondary data sources is often presented in categories or tables that make the data more presentable, or the original categories do not reflect an analyst's needs to handle the task at hand. The last error requiring data reformulation is inappropriate temporal recognition. Secondary data is often unavailable for intervening periods between published reports. Data for these periods must be interpolated from the nearest 2 reporting years. Not knowing the actual change between these 2 points, any answer can be obtained for the point of time in question. Data can be inconsistent from one report to another in the same published series because of errors that have been discovered, corrected, and then reflected in a subsequent version of the dataset. Alternatively, publishers of secondary data can adjust the forecast for a decimal year. Changes in collection procedures occur due to different methods of circumstances surrounding the collection, that is to say, time of collection and summarizing data. As a result, generated data can differ from previous data in the same data set. Clerical errors occur because of the transposition of numbers in a series with the same number of digits or the misplacing of a decimal. Outliers can be easily detected by creating diagrams or tables. This category refers to how data collection and analysis are described. For example, private organizations, government agencies, or recognized researchers involved in the collection, organization, and distribution of data may poorly specify the particulars of the collection process, the data methodology, insight into the whole process, and sources used. The specification of these indicators can make it easier to replicate the study using the same procedures. In secondary research, consistency and conformability can be achieved by stating the whole data preparation, gathering, and analysis process. If a researcher presents the whole research process, reliability is considered high.